Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry if I look a little sleepy. I literally just woke up. I normally never film this early, but I have a lot of things to do today. So I'm recording a ton of content today, so I had to wake up as early as possible for this. So I'm sorry if I look a little like I just roll out of bed because I practically just did. Today's video is sponsored by Julianna's perfume. If you're a regular viewer of mine, you already know this is not a new thing for me. I've been working with Julianna's perfume long term. Pretty much in the past 6 months, I've done a video with them pretty much every single month. They send me all their new perfumes so that I review them for you guys in case you're interested in buying them for yourself when they do actually come out. If you are new to my channel and this is your first video from me, then a little backstory on Julianna's perfume. They're a popular dupe house. They dupe a lot of really expensive niche perfumes as well as really rare perfumes that are really hard to find, and if you do find them, they're like over $1,000 because nobody can find them, and so people overprice the heck out of them. So that is kind of a short description of Julianna's perfume. Other than that though, all of their perfumes are extrait de parfum, meaning that they have the highest oil concentration of most perfumes. Like an eau de parfum, which we all know to be like the strongest level, it's not even as high of a concentration as an extrait de parfum, which is like literally the highest oil content that you can get into a perfume, meaning you do not have to worry about the longevity of any of these perfumes because they have so much oil in them that they will literally stick to you and stay on for literal days. That's why a lot of people love oil perfumes, because it doesn't evaporate and get like eaten by your skin as easily as a perfume that has a higher alcohol content. So that's a little gist on that. And if you like the perfume that I'm going to talk about or any of the other perfumes that they have duped, definitely make sure to check out their website because they have a ton of perfumes that they have duped. Really popular ones like, for example, Delina, and then also really rare perfumes. First perfume that comes to mind is Alien Essence Absolute, which I think a lot of people are trying to find, but it is extremely overpriced. Like I'm talking about literally over $1,000 because it has been discontinued and people love that perfume, but they have duped it. I actually have the dupe of it right over here. That's my little collection of my Julianna's perfumes, and their dupe is called Scarlet Letter. So with that being said, if you do like any of the perfumes on their website, make sure that you use my code 10OFF for 10% off of your first order. And Julianna's perfumes does this thing where you can basically vote for the next perfume that they dupe. So apparently this is one that people really wanted duped. So this is called Double Decadence, and this is a dupe for the Guerlain Spirituese Double Vanille. I hope I said that right. I'm not French. I don't speak French, so obviously my pronunciation is horrendous. The bottle of the original is just like, it's insane. It's so beautiful. It looks so like grand and so expensive looking, but not only expensive looking, it is expensive. It is $360. That is crazy. That's a car payment. So the price of Double Decadence in comparison to Spirituese Double Vanille is $69. So that's literally almost $300 less than the original. Now let me preface this by saying I have not smelled the original, so I will not be able to tell you like, oh my god, these two smell exactly the same. But what I do go based off of is the fact that I have many of their other perfumes that I've tried out, and I have a lot of the original perfumes, like for example Baccarat Rouge and Killian Love Don't Be Shy. I have those perfumes in my collection, and I've compared them to their dupe versions, and they have been literally spot on. So that kind of makes me confident to say that I believe these ones are. But not even just that. I mean, it's one thing me saying, oh yeah, based off of these perfumes, I think this is also a dupe. But when you actually look at the notes, and I have no idea how they do this, and I mention it in pretty much every video, but the notes, side-by-side comparison of the original and the dupe are exactly the same. I still have no idea how they do it, but I will read you guys the notes of Spirituese Double Vanille, which are top notes of incense, pink pepper, and bergamot, middle notes of cedar, ylang-ylang, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla and benzoin. And then those notes in comparison to Double Decadence, this one has top notes of incense, pink pepper, and bergamot, middle notes of cedar, ylang-ylang, Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and base notes of vanilla and benzoin. Do you guys spot any differences there? Because I don't. So, I mean, not even in just saying that I think these smell really similar, but I mean, the price is in the pudding. I don't know if that's the saying. That is not at all how that expression goes. It's definitely proof is in the pudding, not price is in the pudding. But have I ever said anything right? Just at their core, obviously, if they have almost the exact same notes, they probably smell very similar. Let me say, if you like vanilla, just go ahead and add this to your cart because this is vanilla heaven. And I feel like vanilla can sometimes, it can be hit or miss because, oh my god, there's so much more than just vanilla, but that vanilla also kind of overshadows everything else in a good way. Like, I don't mean overshadowing in like a negative sort of a way. I mean that it is definitely the dominant scent, definitely dominating over everything else, but everything else is also kind of making that vanilla even more rich. Because although this is like vanilla on crack, there's also like this boozy vibe to it, almost a tiny bit spicy, but not to a crazy extent where it's like that spicy vanilla scent. It's not really quite there yet, but it's so inviting and so sexy. This is, I feel like, a really intimate scent. Like, this is giving me like, you know, SCX. That's what this screams. It's very sexy, super intoxicating. And I mean, vanilla is kind of known to be that scent. For centuries, it's actually been studied that vanilla has aphrodisiac qualities. And I think there's like this study that says like men like are more attracted to vanilla scents or something like that, which, you know, who cares? But I'm just trying to like give off the facts of it. A lot of people love the scent of vanilla because it's just something really alluring and inviting about the scent. And this one, oh, this is doing something to me. I think the mixture with like the benzoin, the incense, it's not smoky, so don't be afraid of that in here because it's not giving off smoky at all. I don't know what to compare this to. I always like to give comparisons to other perfumes so that maybe this can kind of put it into perspective. But honestly, there's no perfume that I can compare this to that would quite do this justice. Like, I don't think this smells like any perfume that I have in my collection. It's just like one of a kind vanilla heaven. Like straight up vanilla heaven, and it smells super expensive. It's not gonna be that cheap vanilla scent, which even some really high-end perfumes have that cheap vanilla scent, and I'm like, what are you doing? But this smells like rich vanilla. I think the name Double Vanille, double vanilla, is fitting because it's literally just screaming vanilla and more vanilla. It's definitely decadent for sure. I think if you're going on a date, this is that perfect first date sort of a fragrance because it'll just lure in your date no matter who they are. I think anybody will just be enticed by this scent. I've been wearing this for the past few days just to kind of test it out, and my husband really loves it. He came home from work and the first thing he said was, something smells really good. Not even to me, but like the whole house. And then he came close to me and realized that it was me, and I was like, yeah, it's this new perfume and it's really freaking good. So yeah, that is my little review on Double Decadence. If you guys love vanilla and nothing else and you just want to smell like the richest, most expensive vanilla ever, then go for Double Decadence by Julianna's Perfume. That is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to use code 10 off if you're interested in this fragrance or any of their other fragrances so that you can get 10% off of your first order. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let me know which perfume that you would want me to review next on Julianna's Perfumes so that I could ask them to send that perfume over to me next. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!